What is it? It's a very good question. It's a local development company. So we work in the area of North Cork and East County Limerick, established in 1989. And we work for the betterment of the communities in which we serve. It's a population of about 90,000, and we're in operation for over 35 years, delivering lots of programs for the good of the people of North Cork and East Limerick. Yeah.
And of course, Ballyhoura is the area where many of the Peter Robinson settlers came from.
Absolutely, yeah. So
you've been working with them for how long?
2 decades now.
2 decades. 2 decades with Ballyhoura Development Corporation, and just a couple days in Peterborough. Have you learned anything new about the immigration, about the settlers, about their experience here in Canada?
What have I learned? First of all, it's been, if I can say, it's been quite overwhelming, because over the last couple of years, followed by maybe 10 years of rediscovering the story, seeing so many people on Zooms, getting to know people through email, and then all of a sudden meeting them all here in Peterborough and hugging people and putting, the dots together of their connection and understanding how powerful this actually is. That's been very overwhelming to me, but beautiful at the same time. But meeting people from here and from across the United States, and it's very powerful, this story. I don't think it's something that has ever happened before, this joining of a diaspora over 200 years in 2 different regions across the Atlantic. I think between the work we've done in Ballyhoura and what the 9 Ships Committee have done, it's just so powerful. It's so powerful, yeah.
What are you hoping to see come from being here in person?
For me, it was important to see the area and the geography and the place where the families actually settled. Because I know that the communities here owe an awful lot to those Irish pioneers, and to see that impact. But I'm also interested in the parallels of those 2 regions, and I would love to see in time that there is a legacy, either a sister region development between our 2 areas, even looking at the musical parallels, the cultural parallels, the community parallels. And what I noticed straight away here is the hospitality and the warmth of people. And that Irishness is so here, it's so present still today. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for our regions through having this shared story. I look forward to seeing what happens next. Yeah.
Where are you stationed then?
So I'm stationed in Toronto, but our remit covers all of Ontario except for the National Capital Region, then Manitoba and Saskatchewan. We also work very closely with our partners at the Embassy of Ireland in Ottawa, and then also our colleagues at the Consulate General of Ireland in Vancouver. So we got 3 missions across Canada, and this is actually tripling the Irish government's investment into Canada. We opened our consulate in Vancouver in 2018, and then our consulate in Toronto in 2022. So this gives us far more scope to get out into the community, to get to know people, and to really get to experience events like the Peterborough Bicentennial, which is just truly remarkable to experience. It's an absolute privilege to be here this weekend.
you are originally, where are you from? Like, are you assigned here, you're working here,
Yeah,
but you're from Ireland?
this is that's correct. I grew up in rural Louth, so this is about an hour north of Dublin. It is a border county. Our biggest towns are Drogheda and Dundalk, with a rivalry between them. If anybody's from Meath, go easy on me as well. But I worked in our Department of Finance for about 3 years, then moved over to the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, which I'm stationed out of now. This is my first posting abroad, and it's an absolute brilliant one to get first time.
Excellent. Thank you for explaining that. For those who don't know, what is a Consul General or a Vice Consul General? What is that post responsible for?
Sure. So the best way to think of it is that an embassy is a diplomatic mission to a capital city. That is the lead on political engagement with the host government. A consulate is if we set up a mission in any city that isn't the capital. So to take the United States, our embassy is in Washington. Our consulates are in New York, Los Angeles, all over the place, any other city at all. So while we wouldn't lead on engagement so much with the federal government, we do lead on engagement with the provincial government. We look at developing economic opportunities specifically within Ontario, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan, and of course our fabulous Irish community, which is spread all across, but particularly in Ontario. You know, we do a huge amount of engagement with them. We also distribute a huge amount of money, which is often what people are interested in hearing. The Immigrant Support Program is a fund which supports Irish community and heritage organizations all across the world. And in Canada, we're very proud that between all three of our missions, we dispersed over $800,000 to support organizations. Just like the Peter Robinson Bicentenary, that are celebrating Irish heritage and helping people connect to their roots. I think just seeing the context, hearing the context as well. One of the events I was honored to attend this afternoon was visiting the township of Keene and hearing from their town historian, who took us almost building by building through the town and highlighted, you know, which were built by Peter Robinson emigres and, you know, what happened to them afterwards and like people that kind of came and went. You know, having something like this in the town, it's a great way of just capturing that feeling because, you know, it's like where we came from is still incredibly relevant to who we are. And, you know, right down to the name Peterborough, we can debate where that name came from, but it's still incredibly relevant. It's still incredibly relevant.